TSA 2025 carry-on rules exposed. These bags will be denied. Hey there, jet setters and travel junkies, ready to uncover the truth about TSA's 2025 carry-on rules? In today's video, we're counting down 8 types of bags that will be denied at the airport. Yes, the kind of mistakes that could leave you stranded at security or gate checking your beloved bag. But first, a quick call to action. If you love travel tips and want smoother trips, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Trust me, your future airport self will thank you. Now, let's dive in. From number 8 to number 1. And keep it light, funny, and 100% based on real-world data. Buckle up, or should I say, zip up, and let's go. 8. The Oversized Defender. My bag grew 3 sizes. You know this bag. The carry-on that's just a little too tall, wide, or deep to slide into the overhead bin. In 2025, airlines and TSA are cracking down on these plus-sized pretenders. Most US carriers still stick to the classic 22 by 14 by 9 inches, 56 by 36 by 0.78 inches, 23 centimeters rule for carry-on dimensions. That includes the wheels and handles, folks. Altogether, that's about 45 linear inches max. Not 46, not 50, 45. If your suitcase is bulging like it's on a diet of souvenirs, it might just get the dreaded gate check tag or outright denial at the checkpoint. Airlines have even become stricter about enforcing this in 2025, so no more sneaking that extra inch suitcase on board. Some airlines have tweaked their size limits recently. For example, Southwest allows a smidge larger at 24 inches by 16 inches by 10 inches. While others stick to 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches. But don't assume bigger is okay. Always check your airline's website before you fly. There's no universal standard, and each airline sets its own rules. If you show up with a bag the size of a baby elephant, TSA won't specifically measure it, but the airline gate agent will pounce. Picture this. You're wrestling your jumbo carry-on into the sizer bin while everyone behind you sighs. Not fun. Think you can charm your way through? Imagine telling the gate agent, "It fit in my closet, so it'll fit on the plane." Spoiler, it won't. In 2025, overhead bins didn't magically expand, but passengers' expectations somehow did. If your bag needs its own zip code, it's oversized and likely to be denied as a carry-on. Save yourself the embarrassment and a potential fee by measuring your bag at home. Remember, size matters, at least when it comes to carry-ons. If you're finding these tips useful, or at least chuckle-worthy, smash that like button and drop a comment with your worst oversized bag story. We've all seen that person at the gate, or been that person. 7. The Weighty Wonder. Heavy enough to sink a ship. So your carry-on fits the size box. Great, but can you lift it without summoning a forklift? In 2025, some airlines are breaking out the scales for carry-ons. While TSA agents won't weigh your bag at security, certain airlines will at check-in or the gate, especially on international flights. And if your bag is so heavy you grunt like a weightlifter heaving it onto the belt, expect some raised eyebrows and possibly a denied bag. Many US airlines don't list a weight limit for carry-ons. They mercifully assume you packed reasonably. The unofficial rule is you must be able to lift it into the overhead bin yourself. But warning, airlines abroad and even some budget carriers are less forgiving. For instance, Delta notes that if you're flying through Singapore or China, local regulations cap carry-on weight, 7 kilograms in Singapore, about 15 pounds. Frontier Airlines in the US actually has a 35-pound limit for carry-ons. Yes, they might weigh your bag, and trust me, nothing kills your vacation vibe like being told your bag needs to go on a diet at the airport. How do you know your carry-on is too heavy? If you need to do warm-up stretches or hire a personal Sherpa to carry it, that's a clue. Imagine trying to convince the agent, no, those 5 bowling balls are absolutely essential travel items. Bowling ball collection or not, if your carry-on is heavier than a toddler riding a St. Bernard, you might be asked to check it. Airlines in 2025 are more fervently enforcing weight limits. They got wise to those of us who thought carry-on equals all the books and shoes I couldn't fit in checked. So keep it under the limit. Your back and the airline will thank you. Remember, if you struggle to lift your bag, the airline might struggle to let it on. Gravity is not just a good idea, it's the law. 6. The smart luggage fail. High tech and high risk. Smart bags. those futuristic suitcases with built-in chargers, GPS trackers, maybe even a motor to drag itself around. Sounds great, right? Until you learn that in 2025, some of these techno bags are getting the boot, or rather not getting on the plane at all. The culprit? Non-removable lithium batteries. Airlines and safety regulators worldwide have serious fire safety concerns with lithium-ion batteries in the cargo hold. In fact, many airlines have outright banned smart bags with non-removable batteries from both carry-on and checked baggage. If the battery can't be taken out, that bag isn't flying, period. This isn't a theoretical issue. It's already happened. Starting back in January 2018, major U.S. airlines, American, Delta, United, Alaska, Southwest, and others, all enforced policies that prohibit smart luggage with non-removable batteries. Fast forward to now, even more carriers globally are on board. Pun intended. Turkish Airlines, for example, officially banned non-removable battery smart suitcases in August 2025 after some scary in-flight incidents. They only allow smart bags if you can pop the battery out and carry it separately in the cabin. The rationale? Lithium batteries have caused fires on planes. There were cases of power banks igniting, forcing emergency landings. So airlines aren't taking chances. If your bag is smarter than you are, no offense. Make sure you know how to remove its brain. Picture yourself at security, unscrewing your suitcase while a TSA officer taps their foot. Not a good look. And if the battery is stuck in there for good, your smart bag just did something very dumb. It got itself barred from the flight. You might as well have packed a hoverboard, also famously banned from airplanes. So before you flaunt your high-tech luggage, check that battery policy. If it's non-removable, that bag will be denied a boarding pass faster than you can say artificial intelligence. In this case, smart luggage really means smart traveler. Be one, and you'll sail through with your gadgets intact and allowed. 5. The triple bag trick. 2's company, 3's a crowd. Ever seen a traveler loaded with a suitcase, duffel, backpack, shopping bag, and maybe even a partridge in a pear tree? Those days of sneaking multiple carry-ons are over. In 2025, TSA and airlines strictly enforce the one carry-on plus one personal item rule. Show up with 2 carry-ons or try passing a tote as a personal item, and you're in for a reality check. American Airlines caps everyone at 1 carry-on and 1 personal item. United goes further. Basic economy domestic passengers get 1 personal item only. No carry-on, unless you qualify for an exemption. Bring one anyway, and they'll deny it and likely charge you to check it. Budget airlines and many international carriers are just as strict. If you think they won't notice my 3rd bag, they will, and they'll block it. Gate agents are quick to count. 1, 2, 3, nope. Even duty-free bags count. Your options? Consolidate, check a bag, or start layering clothes like it's a fashion emergency. In 2025, 2 bags fly. 3 bags say goodbye. Travel light and stick to the rules if you want to avoid last-minute stress, extra fees, and the awkward gate-side shuffle. 4. The liquid lawbreaker. H2, oops, that's not allowed. The oversized offender is the classic carry-on that's just too big to fit in an overhead bin. In 2025, airlines are stricter than ever on the 22 by 14 by 9 inches, 56 by 32 centimeters, 36 by 23 centimeters. Carry-on size limit, yes. That measurement includes wheels and handles. Anything larger risks getting gate checked or denied outright. TSA won't measure your bag, but airline agents will. And they're not shy about pulling out the sizer box. Some carriers, like Southwest, allow slightly bigger dimensions, but most stick to the standard. There's no universal size rule, so always check your airline's requirements before packing. Bulging bags, stuffed with just one more souvenir, are a fast track to a last-minute check-in. If you think you can charm your way past a gate agent with, "It fit in my closet," think again. Overhead bins haven't magically expanded, and squeezing in an oversized suitcase only slows boarding and frustrates everyone behind you. Pro tip, measure your bag at home. If it's over the limit, either downsize or be prepared to check it. In 2025, size matters. And trying to sneak on a too big bag will only lead to fees, delays, and maybe a little public embarrassment. 3. The battery hoarder. Gadget geek gone wrong, calling all techies and photographers. This one's for you. You might have your carry-on stuffed with every gizmo and gadget: laptop, tablet, drone, camera, and a portable charger for each. But beware, TSA has limits on lithium batteries, and if you go overboard, your bag could be grounded. While TSA isn't banning all batteries, don't worry, your phone is fine. They do restrict how big and how many spare batteries you can bring. If your carry-on looks like a mobile power plant, you could be in trouble. Here's the lowdown. Lithium-ion batteries up to 100 watt-hours, WH, are allowed in carry-ons. For reference, that covers pretty much all standard phone chargers and laptop batteries. Most power banks under approximately 27,000 milliamp hours are below 100 watt-hours, but those ultra-high capacity bricks, over 100 watt-hours, generally not allowed in carry-on without airline approval. And TSA also says you can bring no more than 15 lithium batteries, spares, per person in your carry-on. Yes, they actually set a number: 15. That sounds like a lot, but if you're lugging multiple camera batteries, drones, plus backups for everything, you might hit that limit faster than you think. Also, all devices with lithium batteries must go in carry-on, not checked, for safety. So the result is gadget fans tend to load their cabin bag with every battery-powered doodad. TSA may pull your bag aside if it's packed with electronics on the X-ray. And if you've got an excessive number of batteries or giant capacity packs, you could be stopped. One more thing. Those external laptop power banks or spare drone batteries, tape over the contacts or keep them in protective cases. TSA likes that, as it prevents short circuits. Are you the type who could open a Radio Shack with the contents of your backpack? If you have more lithium on you than the Energizer Bunny's warehouse, scale it back. We know, everything has a battery these days. Phones, watches, toothbrushes, probably your socks. But TSA isn't running a battery recycling drive. They will question an arsenal of lithium cells. Picture a TSA agent raising an eyebrow as they pull out battery after battery. Planning to power the plane yourself, pal? You don't want to be that person. So count your batteries. Remember, max 15 spares. And leave the Frankenstein lab at home. That way, your carry-on won't be denied for being a fire risk or just plain suspicious. Keep your gadgets charged, but not charged with violations. 2. The personal item impostor. It's technically a purse, right? We all love to game the system a bit. Why not bring a second bag and call it a personal item? Well, airlines have wised up. In 2025, if your so-called personal item is basically a second carry-on in disguise, prepare for it to be denied, or make a quick trip back to the check-in counter. A personal item is meant to be a small bag that fits under the seat. Think a purse, a laptop bag, a slim backpack, or maybe that plush llama pillow you can't fly without. It's not meant to be a full-size suitcase or a giant camping backpack you're trying to pass off as my little underseat bag. Airlines do give size guidelines for personal items. For instance, American Airlines says a personal item should be no bigger than 18 by 14 by 8 inches. JetBlue is similar. Personal item max around 17 by 13 by 9 inches. That's roughly the size of a large briefcase or medium backpack, not a second 22-inch roller bag. If your personal item can't squeeze under the seat, it's not meeting the definition. Airlines in 2025 are paying close attention to this, especially as flights are packed and overhead space is tight. They will call you out at the gate if you've got a rolling bag and another beefy backpack. One of them might get gate checked or left behind. We've all tried to fudge this, stuffing that extra pair of shoes or a jacket into a personal tote, and hoping no one notices. But when your personal item is doing CrossFit, bursting at the seams and bulging in all directions, it's a dead giveaway. You might as well put a sticker on it that says, "I am over the limit." Gate agents have seen every trick. The second bag hidden inside the first, the shopping bag shuffle. The old, "oh, this huge backpack is definitely my purse." Nice try. In 2025, honesty and adherence is the best policy. Keep your personal item legitimately small. If you can frolic down the aisle with it dangling from one finger, you're good. If you need a luggage cart for your personal item, nope. Save yourself the headache and possibly money if they force check it. Under seat or defeat, them's the rules. 1. The armory in a bag. Prohibited items parade. TSA's top reason for denying a carry-on? Prohibited items. Despite what seems obvious, people still try to bring weapons. TSA confiscated 6,737 firearms in 2023, 93% of them loaded. By 2025, with threats still active, TSA remains vigilant. If your bag contains anything that looks remotely dangerous, from real or replica weapons to brass knuckles, nunchucks, or even toy guns, it's a no-go. Sporting gear like bats, clubs, and ski poles are also banned in carry-ons. The official TSA list covers more than just weapons. Unexpected items like Swiss Army knives, tools over 7 inches, and even oversized jars of peanut butter are restricted. Yes, peanut butter counts as a liquid. Travelers have tried bringing chainsaws, fireworks, and even live seahorses. TSA has seen it all. Trying to sneak in banned items won't work. If you accidentally packed one, admit it early. If not, prepare for awkward security delays, possible fines, or even arrest. Check TSA's "What can I bring?" list before you fly, and use common sense. Leave the odd stuff at home and keep your carry-on simple. That way, you can make it to your gate without drama or handcuffs. And there you have it, 8 types of bags and packing fails that will be denied in 2025. Avoid these, and you'll cruise through TSA like a pro, with your carry-on safely by your side. To recap our countdown in lightning speed, keep your bag size in check. Don't overpack the weight, remove or avoid those smart bag batteries. Stick to the 1+1 bag rule. Obey the 311 liquid limits. Moderate your battery stash. Use a true personal item. And for goodness sake, leave the weapons and wacky stuff at home. Follow these, and the only thing you'll be denied is the stress of extra screening. If you found this video helpful, or at least got a laugh, subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and tricks. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your travel buddies who really need to hear this. You know, the one who always overpacks. Drop a comment below about the craziest thing you've seen someone try to carry on, or confess your own airport oops moment. We've all been there. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy travels, and may your carry-ons be forever TSA compliant. Safe flying, everyone.